Heraclitus once said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man." Welcome to our exploration of Heraclitus and his philosophy. Let's journey back to ancient Greece, around the late 6th century BCE. This was a time of great thinkers and revolutionary ideas, a time that birthed the philosophical enigma, Heraclitus. Born into an aristocratic family in Ephesus, Heraclitus shunned his birthright, choosing instead a life of introspection and solitude. This was a man who believed in the ceaseless flux of the universe, a philosophical concept we'll delve deeper into as we progress. Heraclitus's philosophy was grounded in the belief that the universe is in a constant state of change, a river always flowing, always changing, never the same at any 2 points. This notion is as captivating as it is profound. Born into an aristocratic family in Ephesus, Heraclitus chose a life of solitude and contemplation, paving the way for a philosophy that continues to resonate today. Known as the Obscure, Heraclitus was famous for his cryptic and paradoxical sayings. He was a riddle maker, a philosopher whose words danced on the edge of comprehension. His sayings, like "the road up and the road down are the same thing," left many scratching their heads. Yet they were not meant to confuse, but to provoke thought. Heraclitus saw the world as an ever-flowing river of change. Nothing was static. Everything was becoming something else. This belief led him to his concept of the unity of opposites. For Heraclitus, night and day, life and death, war and peace were not separate entities, but different faces of the same coin. They were all part of the same process of eternal change. Heraclitus challenged us to understand that change is the only constant, and opposition brings harmony. His words invite us to see the world through a new lens, one that embraces change and finds beauty in the unexpected. Central to Heraclitus's philosophy is the doctrine of flux. This doctrine, simply put, is the idea that everything in the world is in a constant state of change. Nothing remains static. Everything is fluid and transient. This is the very essence of the river metaphor. You see, when you step into a river, the water that touches your feet is already moving past you, replaced by fresh water. Step into the river again, and it's a completely different river. Now, let's delve a little deeper. Heraclitus believed that fire was the fundamental element of the universe, symbolizing this constant change. Fire, much like the world Heraclitus describes, is never static. It flickers and dances, it consumes and it transforms. It's an embodiment of the ceaseless state of flux, an eternal flame that reflects the ever-changing nature of existence itself. So what does this mean for us? Heraclitus invites us to embrace change, to understand it as the very fabric of our existence. The world isn't just changing around us, it is change. Heraclitus encourages us to see ourselves and our lives as part of this grand pattern of transformation, to see that we too are like fire, ever-changing and full of potential. For Heraclitus, life is like a river, the peaks and troughs, the ebbs and flows, all part of our existence. What does a philosopher from ancient Ephesus have to do with our modern world, you might ask? Well, to answer that, we need to look no further than the bustling cities we live in, the rapidly evolving technology we use, or the ever-changing social dynamics that shape our lives. Heraclitus's philosophy, you see, resonates deeply with the world we inhabit today. He held that change was not just a part of life, but the very essence of it. No man ever steps in the same river twice, he said, because both the man and the river are in a state of constant change. And isn't that true of our own lives? The world around us is in a perpetual state of flux. Technologies advance at breakneck speeds, societies transform, and even our own perspectives shift over time. We are not the same people we were yesterday, nor will we be the same tomorrow. In fact, Heraclitus's philosophy could be seen as a precursor to the modern concept of growth mindset. It encourages us to embrace change, to learn from it, and to continually evolve. It prompts us to question, to reflect, and to strive for better understanding. In a world of constant change, Heraclitus's philosophy is more relevant than ever. He prompts us to ask ourselves, are we stepping into the same river twice? Are we the same person we were yesterday?